Hey everybody, Manny Telebear here. I do believe we are live now. We are going to actually get set and we're going to jump off here and we're just going to kind of play as we go along here. I'm going to shrink this down and do that. Hey everybody, Manny Telebear here. I really appreciate each and every one of you all who are joining the stream. My name is Manny Telebear. I want to welcome you to the Poolholics Network. And we've got Shane Van Boening versus Evan Lunda. And this match just actually went off. And I'm rebroadcasting because I'm kind of working through getting my bearings on Zoom and all of this. This match just ended, but if you're wanting to watch it live and sweat it for the first time, this is your opportunity. I will be here all week and be giving you the play-by-play as we go along here. Looks like he's going to probably, can't tell if Evan's going to shoot this cross side or cross corner. Probably cross side, rolling it a little bit softer. Hit the ball pretty good. And to kick things off here, Evan Lunda just took one ball lead in the first game. I think this is round 8 or round 9. And again, if you're watching this live, I really appreciate you joining the stream. Do me a huge favor, hit the like and hit subscribe. Like I said, we're going to be here all week. My goal is to actually get 2,000, 1,000 new subscribers in the next 7 days and sell some books here. But we're going to kick off counts here. 1-0. Evan Lunda over Shane Van Boening. And that ball's just going to carry. That ball's going to get there. Now he's going to probably do the same thing with this ball here. He's going to float this ball one rail back. Oh, guys, off actually. Shane's up 2-0. I completely missed it here. Completely slept this one. It is 2-0 Shane. Evans actually come to the table now for the first time. This is going to be a race to 3, and like I said, I think this is probably 9th round action, something like that. It's got to be. I know it's at least 8th round. It's either 8th round or 9th round action. I don't know what the situation is with these two players as far as if either of them have lost or not. And it looks to me like he's probably going to try and float this ball and just hold the cue ball in the rail there. He's going to bank it once back to the left. He almost made that ball. He hit that ball pretty good. And he was mostly playing cue ball there. And Shane's probably going to do the same thing. He's probably going to float off of these balls and just come straight back up table. Again, sorry for the beginning here. Like I said, I'm just struggling with the YouTube. I've done quite a bit of commentary with Troy. And big shout out to Troy Jones and TV Mike. Done a lot of commentary with them in the past, but I've been wanting to start my own channel. This was the best time to do it, but I'm, like I said, having some technical difficulties with the Zoom part of it, and we will get those ironed out in the next day or so. But in the meantime, I'll be carrying some of these, maybe like I said, half an hour behind or so. Evan's going to cross this ball. Probably hit this with a little low outside, and he's going to be playing cue ball here a little bit too. But he's going to be crossing this ball, hitting it pretty. Well, he hit it pretty firm. He was actually going down table. Really surprised at that. Ball count now being 2-1. Shane Van Boening over Evan Lunda. He can cross this ball on the side. It's not easy at all. You got to hit it with a lot of pace. Might even be better to cross it, go once back and forth. It looks to me like he's floating off the rack and going up table. But he could be banking that top ball as well. And these guys are hyper aggressive. That's what he's doing. He's banking the top ball cross side, looks like. And he didn't get that one down, and that one might leave a mark here. He left Shane pretty open. Shane's got a cross side or cross corner with the ball right there. He's actually got 2 different cross sides. and looks like that's what he's going to do here. And then he's got the one rail. He's got a couple of one rails cross corners a little bit further up table there. If you're just joining us, my name's Manny Talavera. I run the Poolaholics Billiard Network here. Just started doing it. As of when I started this, I had 1 subscriber, so everyone who subscribes is just a bonus today. And like I said, we're struggling with some technical difficulties, but I'll do my best to get the commentary down on some of these. And he hit that ball pretty good, and he's going to take a 3-1 lead in this particular game. Now, as I see it here, Shane doesn't have much. Um, he might be able to cross that ball to the left in the corner, but he's going to lose the cue ball a little bit. So I kind of expect him to, I really would expect him to just lay something down and get the cue ball back to the end rail back there. But it looks like he's wanting to bank this ball across corner, and this ball will cross. And what's interesting is if he does cross the ball, the cue ball is automatically tracking back down table. So this is kind of a safe bank, and that's what it looks like he's going to do here. He's going to cross this ball and then roll the cue ball toward the bottom rail down there. And he's having trouble pulling the trigger because he's going to lose the cue ball just a little bit. Like I said, we are watching. These are 8th or 9th round action. I don't know exactly what the score, what round this is. And the thing is, I missed some earlier today. This might even be 10th round, but it's pretty far up there. Now, he was looking at that ball, but that ball absolutely does not cross. Now, he might have been thinking about crossing it back and forth one rail. I think that'd be pretty tricky. But it does look like he's going to go ahead and pull the trigger and cross this ball. I mean, he might bank it one rail back up, but crossing it looks pretty safe to me. And he hit that ball. I mean, he hit it perfect. And as you can see, the cue ball came right back down. He was kind of playing 2 ways there. And that ball carried safe if he happened to not get it to the pocket. And if you're just joining us, the score now is 4-1. Shane Van Boening over Evan Lunda. Not sure, 8th round, 9th round, maybe 10th round even here in the 9-ball base division. 2026 Derby City Classic. And if you're just joining us, like I said, we are running a little bit late. This match actually just went off, and I'm going ahead and broadcasting it because I'm struggling with having some technical difficulties with the YouTube and the Zoom. But we will get it ironed out. And like I said, I will be here all week. And if I can put 1,000 people on this channel, I might do a 24-hour here. We'll see what happens. Evan's going to go once back here. And he hit it as good as you can possibly hit it. He ginned that ball. Looks to me like the ball count might be 3-3 here. I might have slapped a ball. Shane might have 4. It might be 4-2. But I believe it's 3-3. And he hit that ball perfect as well. So 4-3 here. Evan Lunda up over Shane Van Boening. 2026 Derby City Classic, 9-ball banks division. And he can pinch this ball back. And he hit it just perfect. So Shane did have 4. I thought Shane had 4, so 4-4 now. And again, I apologize for the score issues. I will start keeping better track here. And there you have it. You're just joining us. The score is now 1-0. Evan Lunda over Shane Van Boening. I'm going to start actually keeping score on paper because it looks like our scoreboard isn't updating up there, and I do want to try and give you all accurate scores on these. So I will be keeping score on paper here throughout. 1-0 in games. Evan Lunda up 1-0. And he's breaking off the second rack. If you're just joining, my name is Manny Talavera. Welcome to the Poolholics Network. When I started today, I had 1 subscriber. So if y'all subscribe, double my score. See what happens. Put some people in this thing and let's set this thing off. And I believe Evan Lunda is set to break here. Evan Lunda breaking off in game 2. It looks to me like, I mean, he could cross this or he could just bank it straight cross corner. I have to hit this with a little speed to choke it just a little bit, but this ball looks almost dead, but it might be a little bit high. So like I said, he may have to choke it just a little bit, but he's in pretty good shape to make this first ball here. And he came out really fortunate that where that ball stopped, because if that ball hadn't stopped there, right by the cue ball, Shane would have had a pretty easy once back. So Shane's just going to thin this ball and play safe and stick him right at the bottom there under that ball on the rail. So he did something different. He went around it, but he could have stuck him there just as well. In my opinion, he left a little bit. Evan could long rail bank this ball. I think he's going to go ahead and play safe here as well. He hit that ball pretty. He got the maximum. Evan Lunda got the maximum out of that shot there. He did really, really well. We do have some commentary in the background. I'm kind of experimenting whether we want that commentary and the sound of the back of the room or not. I kind of like that, but I may turn the volume down on that just a little bit when I switch over here. Score 1-0 in games. Looks to me like he might be trying to pinch this ball and bank it. Yeah, man, he hit that ball so good. He banked that ball and drew the cue ball back to the bottom rail. And Evan Lunda now has 1 ball in this game. He's up 1-0 and 1 ball to 0 in this round. Now he's just banking and he's dropping the cue ball in the end rail here. Shane's probably going to shoot something similar. He might come off the bottom of the 9 ball, or he could come a couple rails around from the 1 as well. There's a couple of ways he can do it. I can't tell if he's trying to get to this ball. I think he's just bringing the cue ball 3 rails around here. He might be banking this ball though. He sure was, and he hit it good. 1-1. It was deceiving. I couldn't tell if that ball could quite go. Now he will 100% be banking this ball. Right back underneath him. Once back. I tell you, he missed that ball, and if he's not careful, that could cost him. I'm really surprised he didn't try to get the cue ball back up. If you're just joining us, we're watching Evan Lunda, Shane Van Boening, Banks Division, 9-ball Banks Division, Derby City Classic 2026. The score is 1-0 in games. Evan Lunda is up 1-0, and in the ball count, it's 1-1. It's tied. Cross side. How'd he hit it? Boom. Yeah, I'm very surprised Shane didn't try to get out of traffic there. Leaving the cue ball down there was, I just felt like he was taking a real gamble there. He's had a couple options. He can bank this straight cross side, or he can bank the other ball in the corner, and he's double crossing me. He's not, maybe not shooting either of them. Looks to me like he should be banking this. Yeah, one cross side, hit it perfect. Score now 3-1 in balls, 1-0. Evan Lunda over Shane Van Boening. He's gonna wish he had that one back, people. Shane's probably gonna go to the lower right there, right underneath him. His lower right, his lower left, excuse me, our lower right, and hold the cue ball right there. That's what he did. He didn't quite get it down, but he didn't leave much. He got really fortunate that ball came up as much as it did. If that ball didn't come up, he would have had a pretty easy cross. And that ball came up just a little bit too much. Now he may go ahead and he can cross this ball in the corner. It's not real easy, but he can roll this ball. He can roll this ball and cross it. Look, okay, look at this. So what he's doing is he's actually he's actually two rails. Look at this guy. Oh, wow. He's gonna wish he'd had that one back. That one's gonna hurt. So he lost the points. Right now the score is 2-1 in balls. Evan Lunda, 1-0 in games. Once cross long rail right in the center of the left pocket over here. They just never miss those. They hit those so good. So if you're just joining us, a 2-2 in ball count, 1-0 in game count. Evan Lunda up 1-0. He's going to cross this ball, so he's going one rail on the side. I felt that was a better shot than the ball down table. Cross side. See how he does. I tell you, he hit that ball perfect. He got the maximum out of that. He really should have got the best of that. Fortunately, he didn't leave a whole lot. Now this ball does cross side if he wants to shoot it. You got to hit it pretty firm. You lose your cue ball a little bit. Yeah, he's crossing it. You got to hit this firm with straight low. I mean, I'm going to hit it with straight low. He might be putting a little left on it, but I'm going to hit this ball pretty firm, and this ball does bank. He over-choked it. Again, if you're just joining us, my name's Manny Talavera. You're watching the Poolaholics Network. Score is 2-2 in ball count, 1-0 in game count. Shane banking back to the left, it looks like. All right, excuse me, all right, his left. It's like he was playing cue ball there. It's like he was playing cue ball more than anything. And when we start again, because I will be streaming for the next several hours, I'm going to stream several of these matches. I will have that audio from the tournament room down just a little bit, so we don't catch so much of that commentary because it is kind of a little bit annoying. It looks like he's wanting to cross this. And this ball will cross. The big problem with these is you've got to let go of the cue ball, and these guys don't like to do that at all. Not sure if he's going two rails. Might be going two. He went one. He tried to go right between those balls. He hit it pretty good, and he just didn't get the ball down. Now Shane does have a cross corner here. Uh, this shot is not very difficult, and he's really not going. He can't really lose the cue ball, so he should be in pretty good shape to cross this ball here, and that's what he's doing. And hit this with a little drag draw, low left. Just roll the ball. Yeah, he got a kiss there. I'm kind of surprised he got the kiss there. He wasn't close to the kiss at all, and the English probably caused the kiss. Um, it looks to me like he's going once back, low left. Playing cue ball looks like playing the ball, playing cue ball more than anything. Yeah, he came out a little unfortunate that ball got there. Shane's gonna be banking this right back to him. Score 2-2 in ball count, 1-0 in game count. Evan Lunda up 1-0. Derby City Classic 2026 edition. Shane's banking back to his lower left here. Hit it perfect. 3-2. Shane in ball count. You're just joining us. My name's Manny Talavera. I appreciate each and every one of you all for being here. Uh, I am going to be streaming all week. Uh, he's calling this ball. So he's going, okay, he's going to, is he crossing this or going two rails up and that back? He's trying to go by the 9 here. I was about to say 9 or the 1, whatever the ball's down there, but I didn't think that he had a shot there. I think he was playing cue ball more than anything there. Game count 1-0 Evan. Ball count 3-2 Shane. Evan's trying to spin this, catch this and spin it and go one rail cross corner. I think he's mostly playing cue ball here, but this ball will bank. I tell you, he hit it. He hit it as good as he can hit it. Didn't come out bad at all there. He didn't. Please do me a huge favor if you're just joining us. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join the channel. I'm going to be here all week working on a lot of things. I was going to have a link. I've got a book we're going to be releasing in in February. I don't know what the title is going to be yet. We're looking at Poolaholics, but I'm not sure if I like that title, but it's basically 50 years of pool gambling stories. We're going to do a pre-sale of that. I was going to do it today, but the tech gods have not been working in my favor, and so I'm just struggling with a lot of tech issues here, but we will have it up in a day or two. And we're going to do a pre-sale for $5. And I tell you, he made a very bad, he really didn't have to do that, I didn't think. Evan Linden's going the wrong direction. The score is 3-1 in ball Shane and 1-0 in game count. And Shane is banking this ball cross corner. He's crossing it. Just center ball. Just rolling it in. I hit that ball perfect. Now he's probably going to make this ball and float to the first diamond. And he may stick it right there. Uh, Now he's trying to get him on the tip too. That's what Evan was trying to do when he scratched. He was trying to corner hook him, and he just didn't quite get there. Um, wow, he must. I'm baffled by this. He must have him, or he just doesn't want to shoot it. Oh, he's corner hooking him. I see what's going on. He's trying to get him to go back one. Shane's gonna probably kick at these. It looks Shane's kicking at these. Looks like. I'm kind of surprised at that. Yeah, I tell you what, he threw caution to the wind there. I'm really surprised that Evan was trying to get him to come back one in ball count, and he took an intentional foul, and that basically didn't work out for him. Evan is crossing this ball. He's probably 80% to make this ball cross side, maybe 90%. These guys play so good. I think Shane's looking to see if this ball, yeah, it clears. It does clear. He's banking at it. And it looks to me like Shane is up 4-0 in ball count. Evan took a couple of fouls there, had a couple of fouls there. Shane split the pocket with that one. At the end of two games, the score is 1-1 game count. Evan Lunda, Shane Van Boening. I'm not sure if this is 9 or 10 round action. Washington 2026 bank, 9-ball bank division. And both these guys play lights out. Score 1-1, Shane breaking off in game 3. Shane's got a couple options. He can bank this ball in the corner. He can cross the ball down there by the corner. That looks like what he's doing. He's crossing that ball one rail and going to bring his cue ball back up to cross. Looks like maybe the 9 ball or 1 ball there next. That's what he's doing. So he fell on both of these balls, and these balls both bank. Shane's in pretty good shape here. He got a little bit higher than he wanted to, but I don't think it should affect anything. So he's banking this ball cross corner. Yeah, he's gonna wish he had that one back. He's gonna bank this one rail. He's in pretty good shape to bank this ball one rail and drop just a little bit below the second diamond to bank the next one cross side on the other side here. He came on around with it. He came out pretty good here though. I tell you, from my vantage point, this looks pretty stiff. This looks really, really thin. But it must be pretty good because otherwise he's got other balls here, so he would be shooting something else. Okay, he's thinking better of it. It doesn't look like he's going here. You're just joining us. My name's Manny Talavera. The score is 1-1 in games. Evan Lunda, Shane Van Boening, and 1-1 in balls. And he just has decided he wants to cross this ball. I tell you, this looks like a stiff to me. I mean, these guys twist the ball really, really good though. So if he's looking at it this long, it clearly does cross, does bank. But beating that kiss just looks tough to me. Yeah, see, they twist the ball so well. I mean, he just ginned that ball like it was nothing. 2-1 in ball count. Evan Lunda over Shane Van Boening. I think he can bank that ball back to the right, our right hand side of the pocket. It looks like he wants to bank this ball one rail, but this is, to me, it looks like it'll barely get by, but it does look like it will go. Yeah, he ginned that. He hit that ball perfect. 3-1 in ball count. Evan Lunda over Shane Van Boening. 1-1 in game count. I promise I'm gonna do a lot better keeping track. I'm just gonna have paper and keep track of everything because they're really good with the score, but they just lag a little bit behind on that, and so I will be keeping track of all of that. Looks like he's going one rail to his lower right down there, to our lower right, and that ball looks like it's going to spot on the cue ball unless there's room up there. It's either a spot on the cue ball or spot right above, right up there at the top. There might have been just enough room for that ball to get in there. Yeah, it's spotted on the cue ball. And Shane thinks he can still go by here. Yeah, Evan Lunda got really fortunate where that ball spotted. Game count still here 1-1. Ball count 3-1. Evan Lunda over Shane Van Boening. Not sure what round this is. Ninth round, 10th round. Derby City Classic. 9 ball. Banks Division 2026. And Shane's going to go. It looks like Shane's going to go ahead and cross this ball. I think that, I tell you, I don't think Shane can quite hit the ball with the ball that he's married to. And so Shane had to just roll off of that ball and let the cue ball drift because he was I wasn't sure how he could bank that ball with the ball that he was married to. He is going to be banking this one rail, probably floating the cue ball to the bottom here. And he hit it perfect. And he brought the cue ball all the way back down the other side. Evan Lunda now up 4-1 against Shane Van Boening in game 3. From my vantage point here, it doesn't look like he has anything. Roll off that ball in the center of the table and go all the way back up table maybe. So he chose to stick him on the rail down here at the bottom, and I felt like he should have got back up table, tried to get back to the top, but he did really well with the cue ball here. And again, if you're just joining us, the score is 1-1 in games. and 4-1 in balls. Evan Lunda leading this rack 4-1, and Shane's banking. Shane's, I believe he's crossing this ball one way on the side. You got to roll this soft. You can't hit this firm. Yeah, see, he hit it. The reason he didn't make that ball is he hit it a little bit too firm. You roll that soft with top English, and it lengthens more, and that's the only thing that stopped him from making that ball. Um, Lunda's got a pretty straightforward cross corner there to go ahead 2-1 here. Looks like he's looking at something else. Yeah, he's playing cue ball here apparently. One rail in the corner. He's playing this to the bottom right. Yeah, he hit it a little bit short. Now Shane's got a couple of options here. He can go one rail. Yeah, it looks like he's just banking one rail on the side here. And he'll be hitting this with a little bit of draw to shorten it some. And it was tough. That ball was difficult because it was high. If it wasn't high, he wouldn't have had to draw it. He would probably would have went right in the hole. Wow, he's crossing this long rail. Surprised he doesn't bank the ball right in front of him. It must not pass. Okay, he's bringing this one right back underneath him. I believe that's what he's doing. Did he carry it in? Wow. He ginned it. It went. And that was an amazing shot. You're just joining us. The score is now 2-1 in games. Evan Lunda over Shane Van Boening. And he hit that bank pretty good. That bank went right in the hole. My name's Manny Talavera, former pool room owner turned marketer. I'll be here all week. Having some technical difficulties, but we are going to get those ironed out. I'm bringing this one back to you about half an hour behind on this match. And I will probably stream at least 2 or 3 more. So do me a huge favor and like and subscribe. We're going to stream at least 50 matches this week. Some matches will be streamed live. Some matches will be streamed after the fact, but we are going to get a lot of matches out. We're going to bring a lot more of this banks to you, and the one pocket as well as the 9-ball at the end here. 2-1. Evan Lunda breaking off in game 4 here. I tell you, he didn't get much out of that break. As good as he hit the balls, there's just, I mean, he's got a couple of one-rail banks, but he can't hold the cue ball. This looks like a scratch almost. He must be going forward. Once in the corner. Yeah, see, he couldn't really do much with that because it was a scratch angle. And he couldn't go forward because he would have gave up too much. At the end of 3 games, Evan Lunda is leading Shane Van Boening 2-1 in game count. Ball count is 0-0 this rack. Looks like Shane's going to try and ball doesn't go. I don't think. Is he going one rail? Oh, I think he called 2 rails and he just drew his cue ball to the end. Yeah, he was playing that 2 rails, but it didn't really go. He was playing cue ball there. And he's trying to twist this back. Long rail. He made one of these earlier short rail. It was really, really impressive. Yeah, he's banking it once back. It's pretty sporty if he hits that. I think he's playing mostly cue ball here, people. I think he's going to draw the cue ball back up table. I tell you what, he swished that ball. That's unbelievable. How'd he hit it, ladies and gentlemen? Hit that ball really well. He's crossing this one rail in the corner. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I think he might not want to run into the balls. He might be trying to avoid the, yeah, trying to avoid the running into the balls. He hit that ball really well. Don't look at this. Yeah, he got snake bit there. He hit that ball really, really well. He did. To scratch there. And the only reason he scratched is he intentionally avoided running into the pack. He didn't want to break those balls out. It's like Shane's coming off the top ball, two rails and around, or maybe center second ball and coming around up table. Tell you what, he got away from him a little bit, but he ended up being okay there. He didn't leave anything offensive really. I think he's banking this straight back to the right, to the left, excuse, our right, to the left, and he's holding the cue ball. He swished it. He hit that ball perfect. I think he's going two on the side here, maybe. Okay, one on the side. Okay, yeah, he's banking this ball one rail. And he knew it went the minute he let go of it. He hit that ball really well also. You're just joining us. The score is 2-1 in game count, and I think 2-0 in ball count here. Yeah, 2-0 in ball count. Shane's going one rail on the side here. He's going to have to hit this a little with a little pace. Hit it pretty firm. Ball wasn't easy. The ball was really low. He had to hit it pretty firm for it to go. So this patented two rail. Lunda's going two rails at this ball. Scores 2-1 in game count. Evans up 2-1 and 2-0 in ball count. And Evan is actually going two rails here. That ball dove on him a little bit. If it had hit a little bit more brisk, I think that ball would have went in. Not much here. Shane might decide to go ahead and just twist this ball back, but like I said, there's just not much going on here. He really wants to cross this ball in the corner, but he's just, I think he's edged a little bit. I don't think it quite goes. Yeah, he's looking now. He's looking to see if that ball will go. He's going ahead and shooting it. He's going one rail and seeing if he can get by that ball. It's going to be really close here. I tell you, he hit that ball really well. Jen, hit that ball as good as you can hit it. I didn't think he could get by. Now he's probably looking at the two rail again, two rail there, so he's going to think better of it. Wow. He's trying to go by. There he goes, two rails. That's what I thought. I didn't think he could go by that ball over there. Two rail. Let's see how he does. Got to choke this with a little inside. And his dove also. I think it's the English they're having to put on that to make it, causing it to drop like that. 2-1 in game count, 2-1 in ball count. Evan Lunda on both sides there. I think he's going to run around the corner here. He's playing the cue ball. That's the best he could hit that ball. Really wasn't much he could do. If you're just joining us, my name's Manny Talavera. I am going to be here all week. Do me a huge favor. Subscribe to the Poolholics channel. Like the video so we can get a little action going. When I set this up, when I went live about 30 or 40 minutes ago, I had 1 subscriber myself. So let's see if we can't get a few people in here. I have a goal to actually get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week and sell a few hundred books. We'll see what happens here. Working on a gambling stories pool book that will be out around February 14th, 50 years of gambling stories. And we're going to do a pre-sale on that for $5. Link should have been up today. Unfortunately, like I said, the tech gremlins have just haven't been kind to me today. Having a lot of trouble getting the stream to work here. I'm still not getting the stream to work like I like it, and also struggling with the tech stuff to get get you all linked so that you can subscribe. Do me a huge favor though, support the stream, hit the like, hit the share, subscribe, let your friends know. Like I said, I will. We get a, if we get 1,000 subscribers, I will do a 24-hour stream. I don't think we'll get 1,000 subscribers. We could, but I think the odds are low. But I'm going to stream a lot of these even after the fact, so you'll get, we'll give you a lot of value this week. I think he was trying to go 2 rails back and forth, and he did the worst thing he could do. He sold out 1 ball, the ball that he shot at. Hit this really firm with low inside. You got to choke this ball back some. God, he crossed that ball. He hit that ball really well. 2-2 in ball count. If you're just joining us, the score is 2-1 in games. Evan Lunda's up. Ball count is 2-2. And Shane at the table. Not sure what round this is. Watching the 2026 Derby City Classic 9-ball banks division. And he's just going up table and sticking them on the end rail. We're going to see a few of these. Evan's probably going to come off the same ball and do the same thing. It might be just, looks like he's wanting to drop that ball in the corner and just stick him in the pack there. Shane can bank this ball. Yeah, see, that's the problem with what he did there. It's hard not to sell out some kind of a shot. He might be a little snake bit that Shane fell as good on this as he did. But Shane's got the same problem now. He really doesn't want to stay down there. He is going to bank the ball, but I really think he's going to hit this with a lot of top and float the cue ball to the end rail. Let's see how he does. Ball looked like it came back out. He must have something on it. I don't think the ball rolled off, but the ball did look like it came back out some. But Shane did get the cue ball back down table. Now Evan is going to come off this ball and probably go 2 rails and get the cue ball close to where it is now. He's going to thin this ball 2 rails or 3 rails, try to get the cue ball close to where it is now, and hopefully he don't hit the gutter there. Yeah, he hit that ball good. Hit that ball real nice. Shane's got a lot of options here. He can bank this ball at the bottom 1 rail. So he's going to be banking the ball right underneath the spot, it looks like. They hit these balls well, but he's really got to get out of there. He can't leave the cue ball down there, I don't think. Yeah, he got as much of that as he could get playing the cue ball as well. Evan should be banking this back to his right here, back to our right, and dropping the cue ball on the end rail. That's what he should be doing with this ball. He got the maximum there. I mean, he could have made the ball, but he got the maximum on that lead. Shane could be crossing this ball to make it. I think he's crossing the ball to get the cue ball back up table. It might be going with a two-way shot here. Yeah, he was just playing cue ball there. I didn't think he'd made a call the ball or anything. You're just joining us. The score's 2-1 in games. Evan Lunda up 2-2 in balls. Evan's going to be thinning this ball and going 2 rails toward the corner of the pocket back there with the cue ball again. He hit it a little weak, but he's going to get down there pretty good. But this is a bank Shane will shoot at, I think. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching the stream with us today. We are going to stream a lot of matches this week. I will probably stream 2 or 3 more matches tonight, matches that are going on live, and then matches that have already been aired. We will stream a lot of those, and I'll try and get a lot of video out this week. So join the stream. Subscribe to the channel and be on the lookout because we're going to put a lot of video up this week. It's like he's coming right back to him here. I thought he'd bank the other way. So he's banking it back that way to play the cue ball. I see what he's doing now. Evan London will be coming off one of those balls and taking the cue ball either short rail, side rail, or going 3. He's probably going to go short rail, side rail, but he could be going around here. Let's see what he does. Yeah. Didn't do much with the cue ball there. He probably wasn't too concerned about getting all the way down because there's really not much there that goes, it doesn't look like. Shane took a look at that bank in the corner, but that bank doesn't go. It's not quite lined up. I look for Shane to actually come off the bottom ball here and go all the way back down table. I mean, he's looking at a lot here. He's probably trying to find something that goes, but that's what I really anticipate that he's going to do. You're just joining the ball count 2-2. Game count 2-1. Evan leading Shane in this set. See, this is what I thought he would do, but I thought he'd go, yeah, perfect. He get all the way back down. He might have hit he hit the gutter. Wow. I'm surprised at that. See, I just felt like he should have came side rail there. Thinned that ball and came side rail. He thinned the ball, but you know the thing is, he was probably wanting to get the cue ball as close to that pocket as possible. And Evan Lunda is going to be banking this ball one rail in the corner. And he'll probably be putting a little bit of draw on this ball. He might be going to win here too. He might be playing for the win. Just stop the cue ball there and cross the other ball. Yeah, he hit that ball pretty good. Score ball count right now. Evan Lund has 3, Shane has 1, and Evan is leading 2-1 in the game count. I can't tell if he's banking this ball or just coming back around. I think he's probably going to come back around. I don't think he's going to do anything right now. With the lead that he has, I was about to say didn't think he would try to bank that ball. So Shane's banking the ball on the spot. Once back, his left and our right. He was playing cue ball there and he did pretty good. He's fortunate that ball froze up. I think that ball's so close to the rail it doesn't cross now. If it was another half inch, well, he's shooting it. He's calling it cross corner. To me, it looks a little bit too high and too close to the rail, but he's shooting it. Let's see what he. Okay, he didn't play it. Unless he was playing it 2 on the side. He might have called it 2 on the side. I think he's mostly playing cue ball there. Not much here. Ball count right now 3-1. Evan Lunda leading. Game count 2-1. Evan Lunda leading. Shane's probably going to come off of this ball and try and get back down table. I hit that ball really well. Evan Lund is probably going to shoot something close to the same shot there and hope that nothing goes in the pocket. Three rails maybe? I didn't think so. Yeah, same thing. But I tell you what, he left him pretty far down here. Shane might be able to find something. The ball might go 2 on the side. I don't think there's a pocket for this ball. Yeah, he's going 3 on the side with this. He must really know the cue ball is going to get way back down table here. Yeah, he hit that ball really well. Yeah, he was playing cue ball. I was about to say the cue ball. I wasn't sure if the cue ball could track and get all the way back down table, but he hit that ball really well. It looks like I think Evan called 3 rails here. Called that ball in the corner pocket. He misses us. He can leave a return bank with the ball sitting on the end rail down here. He's still got to do something with the cue ball. He could be crossing at one rail too. That's what it looks like he's doing. I thought he was going three. He's going one and bringing the cue ball back. I'm baffled. I'm baffled at that. Cross side all day. Shane does have to be a little bit careful, but he is down, so he kind of needs to shoot here. Cross side. Swish. 3-2 in ball count. Evan leading 3-2. Game count 2-1. Evan leading there also. I believe he's going once cross side with this one as well. This ball goes. There ain't nothing wrong with this shot at all. Except that. Yeah, he snake bit. Yeah, that didn't have to happen either. We are back to a 3-1 ball count with Evan Lunda leading, and he's still leading games as well. Looks like I think he called this once one rail to our right here, the top down table. I think that's what he's shooting. I choked that a little bit too much. Yeah, he came out really fortunate there. If you're just joining us, my name is Manny Talavera. I'm going to be here all week. I'm a former pool room owner turned marketer. This is my first stream this week. I've had a lot of technical issues. I've done a lot of commentary, did a lot of commentary for Troy and TV Mike. Huge shout out to those two. But I decided to go ahead and create my own stream because I'm releasing a book on the 14th of January. 14th of February, excuse me. I believe he's just thinning this ball and getting back down. I don't think he's trying to do anything here. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. Join the stream. We are going to have pool all week. And like I said, we will have a link for you all to pre-order the 50 Years of Gambling Stories pool book. I don't know if we're going to call it Poolaholics or not. That's the thumbnail title for this stream and the book, but I think I may come up with a different title. We'll see what happens. Now, he's going to leave a little something here. Evan can bank this ball. It's a tester. The hardest part though is getting the cue ball back out of traffic, and so because of that I would be surprised if he shoots it. Yeah, he's banking it with draw. He's going here. And you got to really pinch this one. So he was playing cue ball there. He's really fortunate where that ball landed. That ball was a half a diamond down. Shane would have had something he could do with it. Shane's just going to thin these balls and drop the cue ball on the end rail. Score 3-1 in ball count. Evan Lund leading. 2-1 in game count. Yeah, there's not much for Shane to do here. He's just got to take his poison and drop the cue ball on the end rail. Yeah, I tell you, and that was a lot of a lot of nerve to open those balls with the score line like it is, with Evan Lunda only needing two balls. Um, to me, it looks like he's looking at a cross corner there. I figured he'd bank this ball long rail, but it looks like he's looking at something else. Probably because this plays natural position, drop the cue ball to the bottom rail again. He is banking this ball one rail in the corner, floating his cue ball back down table. Yeah, he had an accident. He had a wreck there, and he's fortunate he didn't leave more than this staying down table like he did. But Shane can cross either of these two balls on the side. He can cross this ball on the side or bank the other one. He looks like he's going for the corner. It's like he's crossing this one in the corner. And this is the problem, like I said, with running into that ball. Yeah, Shane's in good shape here. He's got two. Yeah, Shane's playing to go ahead and bank all the way out here, it looks like. Hit this with just a tad of outside, not much at all. He just wanted his cue ball to float down a little bit. Three. Score 3 in ball count. If Shane just sticks this cue ball and makes the bank, he's pretty much dead out. Hard to pinch this and hold the cue ball. That's what he's got to do, though. He's got to pinch this, hold the cue ball, maybe drop the cue ball maybe an inch and a half. He went for it. He went after it. He was coming back across. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I tell you, Evan Lunda has a pretty good bank here, cross side. And if he gets his cue ball to the bottom rail, he could be banking to win the set. Wow. Yeah, and look at the cue ball. He was going to be banking for the set if he made that ball. 3-3 in ball count. Shane will be crossing this unless he decides to bank this one. I kind of like the other bank better than the one he's shooting because he could stick that ball and be playing for the game, banking that other ball for the game. But he's actually crossing this ball. He must be planning on coming back down. That's what he's doing. And he might be happy just to bank this and settle. No, he's coming. He's going. Evan Lunda has got to be feeling snake bit at this point because he's had a couple of things go wrong where he would have won this set. I think Shane's going three or just lagging. He's lagging the ball to the corner and just bringing the cue ball back up. He's going 1, 2. Look at this guy. Wow. There you have it. 2-2. There will be more. At the end of 4 games, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 2-2 in games. Shane Van Boney is going to be breaking in the 5th game. We are watching Derby City Classic 2026 9-ball banks division, and this is like I said, the 9th or 10th round. I'm just not sure. I don't think it's the 8th round. I think it's 9th or 10th. Like I said, they're pretty far up there, and I don't know where these two are in games either. I don't know if these two are on a one-loss side or what's going on there. 0-0 in balls. It looks like Shane wants to bank this ball. I can't figure out what he's going to do. If he's going to run into those two balls and stay low, or if he's going to come straight back. He hit that ball so good. So he really wanted to shoot because he didn't try to get the cue ball back at all. So he's banking this one rail, the same pocket. Is that going to carry, or is it going to be a little wide? It's a little wide. I'm not really sure what Evan Lunda has here. It doesn't look like the ball banks cross side, and it doesn't look like that ball banks cross corner. He's playing it, so he must think he can get field goal position right between those two balls. Of course, I think he's going to be running his cue ball straight back down table here. That's what it looks like. Not really much here for Shane to do. I think that he's looking at banking that ball along the road, but there's a kiss there. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he can. I don't think that ball quite goes. Um, Looks like he's thinking about banking this two rails right back to him, right by that ball there. It's really, really, really thin. But that's what it looks like he's looking at here. Yeah, getting that ball out of town and just dropping the cue ball on the end rail. That's really much. That's really pretty much all he had there. Ball count Shane 1, Evan Lunda 0. Shane's banking one rail here. See what he does with the cue ball. He made a really good shot there. Banking this one in the same pocket, I believe. Yeah, he was trying to hold the cue ball there, I think. I think he saw the finish line. Evan's looking at crossing this ball. I think the ball's a little bit high. Um, he might be looking at going 2 rails. Yeah, he's calling it 2. Yeah, I was about to say. Um, that makes a lot more sense because you can't because it's too high to go 1, and he can't get his cue ball back down going 1. He's going 2. I tell you what, he hit it good. Wow, I'm shocked that ball stood up. Shane's gonna make that ball and stick the cue ball right there or bring it over a little bit. So Evan Lunda has chosen to take a break here, and I'm really not surprised that he's got to feel a little snake bit because he's had a couple of chances to win this set, and he finds himself tied 2-2 and down 2 balls in ball count in this game. You're just joining us. My name's Manny Talavera. I'm a former pool room owner turned marketer. We started this stream. I started this YouTube channel a few days ago, and this is the first stream I've done. I'm struggling with some technical difficulties getting the Zoom and the YouTube to play nice with each other. And so I was actually hoping to stream all day today, and this is the first stream I've actually got out. So we will stream a couple of matches later on. We will end this one, and I will start another one probably 10 minutes later, and I'm going to stream 2 or 3 matches tonight, and then tomorrow I will be streaming all day. Please do me a huge favor, like and subscribe, support the channel. We're going to be here all week, like I said. The goal is to get 1,000 subscribers this week and sell a few books. And hopefully, with any luck, I'll have this have a link for the book tomorrow. And a way for you all to support the channel. We really appreciate each and every one of you all for being here. Um, and we're just like I said, when I set this up, I went ahead and let the commentary go a little bit loud on the from the mics outside there. When we reset up, I won't do that. I will actually I won't turn it all the way off, but I will turn it way down. So there's not quite so much background noise there. But if you're just joining us, it's 2-2 in game count. In ball count, it's 2-0 Shane. And we're in, like I said, 9th or 10th round. Derby City Classic, 9-ball Banks Division 2026. I appreciate each and every one of you all for being here. Thanks a lot. And I'm actually broadcasting through Zoom. I can't really see the chat, and so I can't participate with you over there, or I can't really do anything there. I can't see the chat, so I can't really correspond with you all over there. My vision isn't very good anyway, so I wouldn't be able to see the chat very well. But the problem, like I said, is we're struggling with the YouTube and the Zoom playing nice with each other. So pretty impossible right now for me to actually have the chat on the same screen. Now the thing is, I think TV Mike, I think I know he's got several computers, but I think he might have a computer just for the comments and the commentary to the side. I don't I don't think I'll do that. I have several computers here, but I won't set up that way. Um, so Evan Lunda's back at the table, and let's see if he can get his cue ball back down. He should be shooting this ball and bringing his cue ball back down around that first diamond down there. He's going the other direction, but he hit the ball just fine. Uh, Shane doesn't have much at all. I really anticipate he's going to do the same thing with the 9-ball or one of those solids. Basically float off the ball, come 2 or 3 rails, and just land down table. And that works just as well. But making that ball, see, the thing is, usually you don't see these guys doing that. He probably wasn't trying to make that ball because Evan clearly has a shot here now. The problem is he's risking the game to shoot at it unless he draws his cue ball back. He's got to get the cue ball out of there. Ball count 2-0. Shane leading in ball count, game count tied up 2-2. Yeah, I tell you what, he ginned it and he drew the cue ball straight back. He hit that ball really, really well. 2-1 in ball count, 2-2 in game count. I was about to say he might be crossing that ball because otherwise he would just come off a different ball and get back down there, but he hit that ball pretty good. Now Shane can take this ball on if he wants to, but I don't think there's a shot here. I think the shot is coming off the 9-2 rails, or one rail, or no rail, basically the bottom rail, and just going straight back down table. See what he does with it. But I'd be careful I didn't make this one. Shane played to not make that ball, and it went in off a ball, and I think he left a shot here. I'd be surprised if Evan doesn't shoot this. Evan down 2-1 in ball count, and this is the case game. It looks like he's shooting. See in a minute. Yeah, he went with top. He was just trying to get the cue ball back down. Shane has options here. He's got he's got a ball there that will cross corner. He can cross this ball and play it to go. I don't think there's any chance of him running into anything. He should be better than even money to make this cross. He hit a perfect 3-1 Shane in ball count. Now it'll be interesting to see which ball he comes off of to get back down table here. Oh, he's playing. He's going ahead and go. Yeah, he is up in ball count. It makes sense. He's at the table. He's going to go ahead and bank this ball long around. I think. He called the ball right where he's standing. Maybe he's too round a belt bank. Maybe he's looking at something else. He's going back to one rail. Here we go. That's what I thought. I was about to say I couldn't see him doing anything besides banking this ball if he's going to bank. Yeah, he's going back now. Yeah, he thought better of it. I would take it Evans banking this ball one rail. I think that's going to leave a cross side. Yeah, that left a cross side. I thought it did. He's playing for the game here because if he crosses, if this ball goes cross side, he's going to have another shot. Wow. Does this ball go? Apparently it does. Otherwise, he wouldn't be shooting at it. Cross corner. Shane's on the hill. 4-1 in ball count, 2-2 in game count. He's shooting at his case ball here. He's got a couple of options. He can bank. He's got a 1-rail bank. He's got a 2-rail bank. A couple of different 1-rail banks. See, I think he can cross this and beat the kiss. 1-rail in the corner over here. And then the ball at the bottom rail here, I think that ball banks back to him as well. It's like he's crossing this ball. This ball does go. He's playing cue ball more. Yeah, he's scared of it a little bit maybe. You're just joining us, it's 2-2 in game count, 4-1 in ball count. Shane leading. My name's Manny Talavera. Full Poolaholics Network here. First stream. We will be here all week. I am going to stream at least 50 matches this week. Do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, join the channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. He's playing all ball there, all cue ball. He's gonna hit the trough. That's too bad. Shooting this ball once back to our right to his left for the cash. He splits the wicket with this, it's all over. Shane's pretty fortunate there where he left the cue ball. I assume he's lagging this ball and trying to get the cue ball to the bottom rail. I tell you what, he hit that ball good. He banked that ball. I didn't see that coming. He deserves that one. 4-1, and he 100% will be banking this ball, no question. That's going to be short. That's not good. That's going to cost him. This ball crosses. He's in trouble. Oh, he's going long rail. He's banking the ball long rail. I'm surprised at that. Because that ball definitely crosses. This is the shot here. I was about to say. Four one ball count. Shane shooting for the cash here. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shane takes it down. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here. Please do me a huge favor, like and subscribe. I will be here all week. We will stream a lot more matches. Please keep a lookout. But like I said, join Poolaholics, like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, and I will see you all the next match. And thanks a lot.